My brother stole my inheritance while I was standing at our father's funeral. I didn't find out until the flowers were already wilting on his grave. Dad's death was sudden. One minute he was complaining about his back, the next minute we were picking out caskets and trying not to cry in front of relatives we barely knew. My brother Mark took control of everything. He said he was handling the paperwork so I could focus on grieving. I trusted him. He's my older brother. He's always been the organized one, the responsible one. A month later, I finally asked him about the will. Dad had promised me his old house. It wasn't fancy, but it was mine in my mind. It was where I learned to ride a bike, where Mom planted roses, where Dad used to sit on the porch every evening. Mark told me there were some delays and changed the subject. Another month passed, then another. Every time I asked, he had a new excuse. So I went to the courthouse myself. The clerk looked up the file and frowned. She told me the house had already been transferred. My brother's name was on everything, the house, the savings, even Dad's truck. I laughed at first because I thought it had to be a mistake. Then she slid the paperwork toward me. It was a will I had never seen before, dated just 3 weeks before Dad died. It left everything to Mark. Everything. My hands were shaking so badly I couldn't hold the papers. Dad had told me over and over that we were splitting things, 50-50. He even joked about making me promise not to sell the house. I confronted Mark that night. He didn't even look guilty. He just sighed and said, Dad changed his mind, you wouldn't understand. That's when I noticed the date again, 3 weeks before Dad died. 3 weeks before he went into the hospital. 3 weeks before he was heavily medicated and barely knew what day it was. Mark finally admitted he drove Dad to the lawyer himself. And then he said something that made my blood run cold. He didn't want to at first, Mark said quietly, but he signed. I walked out of his house without saying another word. Because in my pocket I had my phone open to a voicemail Dad left me 2 days before he died. And it said the exact opposite.